Hey guys, your boy Shaw Bellamy, and this is my very first episode on my new channel, Fly Eagles Fly. This is where I'll be doing exclusively everything that's going to go on with the Philadelphia Eagles. I am going to do, I'm going to talk about. As you can see by the title, I am in a great mood. You can't tell by the way I'm going right now, but I am in a good mood because I just found out that Alshon Jeffery was released today. The Eagles are trying to cut some players, move players around so they can get under the cap and try to make moves their free agency. But I'm not really expecting any type of splash or anything like that because again the Eagles kind of buried themselves when they got rid of Carson Wentz and the dead money and how Howie Roseman has kind of handled everything, giving out contracts to players he shouldn't. It's just all of it's just a huge mess right now in Philadelphia. Now, I forgot to make my first video. My first episode, I just want to put it together, was Jaylen Mills also got released. And this has been for like 2 days now. So it's not really shocking news like it is right now for Alshon Jeffery. I'm happy they're both gone. I want to get this out of the way real quick because it feels like a lot of Eagles fans are making it such a being crybabies. I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan myself, but there's just a lot of Eagles fans, just really piss me off. It's just weird. But my point is, people act like you can't be happy they're gone. Those two are gone. Jalen Mills and Alshon Jeffery because they was part of the Super Bowl team that won, the Super Bowl in 2018 against the Patriots. I'm not going to sit here and say these guys they did not have contributions to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that they were not key players during that time, but their time needed to end in Philadelphia. Point blank, period. I'm going over both of them. I'm going to go over both of them. One of the biggest people I'm glad is gone is Jaylen Mills. He got signed, I think, to a 4-year, $25 million contract, I think, with the New England Patriots. And in my opinion, a lot of Eagles, objective Eagles fans' opinions, I don't know what the Patriots are going to do. That's not like a monster contract by any means, but for me, it feels like the Patriots just signed Jaylen Mills to finger wag. Like, this is what they signed him to do. I cannot express to you how long I've been waiting to hear that Jaylen Mills has left the Philadelphia Eagles or was cut by the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know what the big, besides the swag he carried, I'm pretty sure he was a good locker room dude. I'm pretty sure he bust his tail off at practice. I'm pretty sure he's a great guy for the community. I'm not coming off the field, Jaylen Mills. On the field, the dude was not good. He was trash. People are going to point out numbers and this and that. Look at the eye test and actually watch an Eagles game and tell me who feared Jaylen Mills when they would go up against the Eagles defense. When you had him at corner, he was burnt toast. He was literally a double move waiting to happen. Now, I think he was probably one of our better tackling corners, I guess, but there was at times where you could see last year he was inconsistent, where he would miss tackles here and there. I mean, no one's perfect. So again, I'm not sitting there saying that Jaylen Mills did not try. But to sit here and act like we're missing a caliber player is ridiculous. You got dudes like Elliott Parks, Eagles beat writer, who every day just trying to show that he wants to be Skip Bayless so badly with these takes. He said that, and everyone knew it was coming. As soon as Jaylen Mills let go, he immediately came out and said, it's so crazy how underrated Jaylen Mills. Like, what do you mean underrated, dude? No one is. I know underrated means, but who out here is really overrating or rating him high on anyone's list, dude, anyone's tier? He's not a good corner, and they have to move him to safety last year. The Eagles did in a 1-year prove-it deal, and that didn't really give us much hope that he can be the safety for the future. That's why he's gone, and the Patriots picked him up. Now, this could be one of those things where, because it's always happened to Eagles, well, always, but it happens a lot with Eagles fans, where, we wish a player's gone, and then all of a sudden they ball out somewhere else. I'm kind of predicting that's going to happen with Carson Wentz because I didn't want Carson Wentz to go. I love Carson Wentz, and I think he deserved another chance, but again, this fickle fan base would have hated him regardless. That's another story, another time. I already did my rant on that 1,000 times on Eagles groups and other videos. So I'm wishing the best for Carson in Indianapolis. But again, when I'm saying when players go somewhere else, next the former Eagles players start balling out and they go to the Pro Bowl or they do, and everyone's like, yeah, you know what? Maybe it was the Eagles staff and their system that didn't help these guys flourish. So who knows? Bill Belichick might get turn Jaylen Mills to a star. But right now, dude, he was not good. So people need to stop acting like he was, man. I got tired of this shit. All this finger wag, this flex and shit on the field after he already gave up like maybe a 50-yard bomb. He would still come out of nowhere and still celebrate when he didn't do anything. Then he would celebrate the plays that where a receiver would either drop the pass because the ball was right in the receiver's hands, or the quarterback would throw it over his over the didn't overthrow the ball and it would just be a bad pass. He still would sit there and celebrate like he did something. That was a lot of the Philadelphia Eagles defense last year. After we gave up, way too many yards to the defense, after our offense would score and then the opposing offense would get down the field so easily, then we're so happy that we got to stop. Everyone and give up a field goal late in the game or something. Everyone's celebrating and shit. Like, celebrate more before they get to field goal range. But that was my thing with Jaylen Mills. I just think he was not a good corner. He was not a good player enough to anybody really to cry, spoil milk, like, oh my God, he's gone. Again, I appreciate he was part of the 2018 team. That's not saying he didn't have any contribution, like he never did anything good. But the guy is not a good enough player for me to sit here and be like, man, we really messed up letting him go. And that's what a lot of Eagles fans are saying. Now, on the Alshon Jeffery ticket, he just got cut, I think maybe like 5-10 minutes ago as I'm making this video. Alshon Jeffery, again, was another pivotal piece, definitely there in the Super Bowl. He had a great game against the New England Patriots. You could say he had a great playoff push as far as, during that whole season when, Nick Foles came in and all that good stuff happened. Besides that, though, also I'm going to give credit to him as well because he played, I think, with an injured collarbone or something during the playoffs or during the season. So he's definitely not like a soft dude by any means. But that's as much love as I give to Alshon Jeffery. Howie Roseman gave him a ridiculous contract that when you could clearly tell it was the wrong move throughout the season, at the time that he was thinking about giving Alshon Jeffery a contract, he couldn't because Alshon Jeffery could not stay healthy on the field. I think he had problems with his foot or his knee or whatever. He looked like his effort was shit most of the time when he was out there. Like he would not go for jump balls if Carson was throwing it to him and all this other shit, which I'm going to bring up in a second. And yeah, we'll bring up right now. The third thing was the whole shit that happened with Carson Wentz and Josina Anderson and the other thing. I'm talking about, I think, after the Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2018, Carson came back. The team had an up and down year. Carson wasn't really the best, or, he was okay, but not really, the standards we expect him to be. You had an anonymous source come out from Josina Anderson saying that, basically the source told Josina Anderson that we would do better on offense if Carson would check it down more and stop trying to force it or whatever and every. Like, basically, punk-ass move to go to the media instead of being a man and go tell your quarterback or your coach or whatever that. Josina Anderson was the one. She previously worked on ESPN. She was the one that said that a player from the Eagles locker room said this. Now, it was pretty easy to find out who the hell did it, or at least assume who did it, because you could just tell by Alshon Jeffery's body language. And again, him and Josina Anderson also had not like a super close relationship, but they was close enough during his time with the Chicago Bears that it was easy to pinpoint that Alshon Jeffery was the mole, basically. And from that day, I have never liked Alshon Jeffery. I haven't. Again, while he was out there, he even post that after all that shit came out about Carson and how he's not a good leader and everything, all because of that fucking article when that pussy move the player which I'm going to say Alshon Jeffery went to Josina Anderson and did. From that season on, he was just Alshon Jeffery was just collecting dead money anyway. He was just out there not really giving effort and anything like that. And again, like you said, he was injury prone regardless. So I was off Alshon Jeffery for at least 2 years after the Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2018. I was off doing 2019, 20, and you can argue 2021. So I'm glad he's gone. Do not sit here and act like I'm going to cry over that. And, it just was, to me, the money was wasted. It was not necessary to give him that money. And the Eagles he's kind of paying the price now, having to cut him, with the money and all the other stuff that happened. Well, I think it actually helped us now cutting him. But I'm saying before, when he had that contract, it was hard to really make any moves because, again, the money he had, he was not worth the money after, the Super Bowl season that we had. So those are the moves so far the Eagles have made. They also released Malik Jackson. I didn't bring up Malik Jackson because I like Malik Jackson. I understood why the Eagles did it, though. I think Malik Jackson has had some injury issues as well, but I liked him on the defensive line. But again, And who knows what else the Eagles are going to do. Any move that they do make, I will get on here no matter what and talk about it. But yeah, you're not going to get any, tears from me. I'm not going to sit here, listen, I'm not going to sit here. I will sit here and say thank you, again to Jaylen Mills and Alshon Jeffery be part of that team. I never wish no ill will. I hope those guys go ball out somewhere else. Listen, I hope Jaylen Mills proves me wrong, and I hope Alshon, lands on his feet somewhere else. I'm pretty sure there will be some suitors for those dudes. Jalen's already got signed by the Patriots, and Alshon Jeffery might be getting some calls now that he's a free agent. But nonetheless, dude, I'm not, as an Eagles fan, I was tired of those guys. I just felt like the Eagles, they really need to reshape that team. And so far they're doing it. I mean, because all that damn money they got, the damn money that they don't have really. So, again, Jaylen Mills, Alshon Jeffery's gone. I am not going to cry and shit about it. I wish them the best of luck. But, yeah, that is it. That has been episode 1, you guys, of my Eagles Fly channel. I am out, you guys. Peace. Also, real quick, I said peace, but leave a comment. Yeah, leave comments under the like and subscribe. Leave a comment and let me know how you feel about those two going. About Jaylen Mills, Alshon Jeffery, what moves you think the Eagles should make or possibly can make. There was one rumor that the Eagles was trying to get, possibly looking at Deshaun Watson. That shit's not going to happen. That was Elliott Parks again. I want to shut that down. That's not happening. But I'm out this time. All right, you guys. Peace.